Hello, my dear students of ninth class. In our previous session, we were discussing on atomic models. First atomic model given by J.J. Thomson, and the second atomic model was given by Rutherford. So let us recap in few minutes. J.J. Thomson's experiment was discharge tube experiments. What is the concluding remark? Cathode rays are formed, and electrons are negatively charged particles, which are the part of cathode rays. And these electrons are there where in every atom. So this was the discovery by J.J. Thomson. Then we went to Rutherford's atomic model. There, before the Rutherford's atomic model, we also understood cathode ray experiments by Goldstein. Here he discovered anode rays, which are made up of positively charged particles, and these positively charged particles are called protons in the case of hydrogen gas. That means till Goldstein, we understood that electrons are discovered by J.J. Thomson and the protons are discovered by Goldstein. Then one step ahead, Rutherford, because after understanding atom is made up of protons and electrons, where they are. For this, Rutherford gave an idea by conducting gold foil experiment. Okay, the important feature or the striking feature or the concluding remark observation by the Rutherford was at the center small region is there that is called nucleus. This he has done by the alpha particle scattering experiment. So in the center region where he named it as a nucleus, positive part is there, and around the nucleus electrons are there. Okay, and number of electrons are equal to the number of plus part which are there in the nucleus, and the plus particles which are there in the nucleus are what? Protons. So nucleus is made up of what? Protons, and around the positive charge part, positive nucleus, electrons are there. So the credit of discovery of nucleus goes to the Rutherford. So J. Thomson, electron; Goldstein, proton; Rutherford, nucleus. So this was the point of discussion till now. Agreed? Agreed. Though Rutherford gave wonderful atomic model, but it is suffering from one defect, major defect that too. What? Whenever charged particle revolves around the nucleus, it is said and it is proved that it radiates energy. When electron radiates energy around the nucleus during revolution around the nucleus, that means it is losing energy. So when it is losing energy, so then slowly it start moving towards the nucleus, because when the electron loses energy, it becomes inactive. Then nucleus will control the electron. So after a certain time interval, slowly nucleus start revolving and spiral around the nucleus and ultimately fall into the nucleus. That is where we can say it is the collapse of the electronic cloud into the nucleus. It is not happening. If electron collapses into the nucleus, then it is called unstable atom. But atoms are stable. Now how to explain? So this anomaly, this drawback was clarified by one more scientist from Denmark. His name is Niels Bohr. He gave his own model. So that model is called what? Atomic model given by Niels Bohr. Bohr's atomic model. So today we are going to discuss Niels Bohr's atomic model, where how he has rectified anomaly of Rutherford. Okay, right. Once again, I welcome you all for today's session on Bohr's atomic model. This is a defect. Okay, right. Now Bohr's model. An atom has a positively charged nucleus at its center, and most of the mass of the atom is in the nucleus. He agreed whatever told by the Rutherford, because Rutherford told that at the center nucleus is there, and that is agreed. That is not a problem here. So Bohr supports Rutherford in this issue. That is the nucleus case. Okay, at the center, nucleus is there. Okay. Second point is what? The electrons revolve around the nucleus in special orbits called discrete orbits. Here we are we are having one new word, orbit. What is orbit here? Orbit is a definite path. Whose path? Definite path of an electron. That means electrons revolve around the nucleus in a definite path. This idea was not given by the Rutherford. Rutherford said electrons are revolving. Where exactly? No idea. Okay, that's why he was not in a position to explain during the revolution electron loses energy and collapse into the nucleus. That was the defect of Rutherford. But what Bohr said, electrons are not here and there. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a definite path. And for this definite path, he named it as what? Orbit. He has compared his atomic model with the present solar system. Sun acts like a nucleus, and around the sun, different planets are they are taking around the sun like that. Like a solar system, atomic model is there. Okay, so that means electrons are not losing energy as long as they are revolving around the nucleus. Unless energy is given, electrons will not leave its path. That means electrons entry into nucleus, energy loss by electron is ruled out here. So the important point is cleared by Niels Bohr. That's why Niels Bohr is a superior theory, superior atomic model over the Rutherford. Rutherford, no doubt, wonderful theory, wonderful model. Only from Rutherford, what we take? Nucleus part. Electronic part, Bohr gave the correct explanation. Okay, so electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a definite path, and for this path, he named it as a KLMN. Okay, he has given the name also. So K is the first shell from the nucleus onward. Okay, so from the nucleus onward, the first shell is called as K shell. Next is L. Next is M. Next is N. So in this way, he has named it as what? So KLMN. Okay, right. See, here are the KLMN, right? Okay. Now, how many electrons are there in each shell? Okay. So that is the formula given by the Niels Bohr. It is called 2n square formula. So what is n here? N is the number of shell here. If n equal to 1, K shell, n equal to 2, L shell. Like that, here is the table. Okay, right. Now, in the meantime, James Chadwick discovered the neutron particle by beryllium bombardment. Okay, so that means as of now, there are three fundamental particles in an atom. They are proton, electrons, and the neutrons. So this is the table. Please go through their mass and the charge and location. Okay, so in the next period, in the next section, we will discuss the remaining part of the structure of atom. Till then, have a nice time.